at my vocal studio, and we went through all of the anatomy, musculature of the voice, and so there's so much more in here. We spend a lot more time working through this. Um, so let's move on for now, and let's do a little bit of tongue release. So in yoga, we do the lion's breath. So let's go ahead and do that together. So we'll inhale and extend our tongue as we exhale. Nice. So we've got these two extrinsic muscles of the tongue, the genioglossus and the hyoglossus. And so the genioglossus is what helps protrude the tongue. That's where you're engaging there when you do the lion's breath. So place your thumb underneath here and forefinger and just give a little massage in there. And notice the quality of the muscle. Does it feel a little rigid? Is it soft? And now I want you to protrude your tongue and bring your tongue back in and notice what happens. And you'll feel that muscle, the genioglossus, engaging. So that's what's making that action there. And the antagonistic muscle, the hyoglossus attached to the hyoid bone, is what retracts the tongue and depresses the larynx. So in the studio, we do lots of exercises to help release and strengthen. So just like any other muscle of our body, we want to strengthen and we want to stretch. So yay! Let's do a little bit more phonation. So in addition to the humming, let's open it up a little bit more. So let's be playful, Miss Lisa, and let's sing. Would you give me a low sound, please? What's a low sound? And now singing on an ah vowel. Everybody, let's try a high sound. Ah. And now let's try a ghost sound. Ooh.
Ooh.
I always got to do hand motions when I do sounds. We do a lot of movement. So now let's make a sound like a cat. Meow.
Meow.
We can get a nice muffled massage while we sing there too. So let's continue our call and response with a little do, re, mi. Give it a try with or without the hand signs, right?
Do, re, mi.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Wonderful. So we use tools like this to help with intonation, which has been amazing with our Zoom calls in the studio, because without accompaniment, the students have to be developing an amazing ear to stay in tune. It's been such an unexpected resource. So let's continue the call and response with a little something from Lisa.
All right, let's do some chanting. So I'm going to go back into our screen share with our slides. And we're back. Yes, you can see? Okay, good. So that's our Find Your Voice exercise. And Molly has warmed you up perfectly for us to practice a few classic yoga chants. And now I chose a few today that I think are relevant to really life most of the time, but especially what we're experiencing now. And the first one is 2 syllables, so a little bit more simple than the next. It's Shanti, which means peace. So we'll start by just vocalizing it, speaking it, Molly taught me this, as if you were Julia Childs. So speaking it with a little bit more of a open palette and a sense of space as much as you can gather for today. So we'll say Shanti,
Shanti,
Shanti.
Shanti,
One more time, Shanti.
Shanti.
Now, one of the amazing things I learned early on about the Sanskrit language is it's a very tone and vowel based in terms of the chants, right? So we can focus on the vowels, and they're meant to, in some schools, actually pass on a vibration. So, it's really helpful, whether or not we connect with that or not, to connect with the meaning of what we are saying, right? So Shanti means peace. So see if as we start to sing and chant this, you can also cultivate a sense of peace in your body. I know for myself, when I started working with Molly, I was like, let's sing. She'd be like, I see a little tension. She's very good about it. About helping to release that tension. I think that's one of the challenges for anyone who's vocalizing or singing, is to find that freedom. So let's invite a sense of peace and then bring it to our chant. So I'll go, and then Molly and you can all go, and we'll do call and response 3 times. Shanti.
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 Now let's do all 3 together. So I'll go first, and then you all go. And of course, you're at home, so you can sing along as well. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Shanti. Shanti. Shanti.
Beautiful. I want you to do like a nighttime song for the Calm app. So I just want to listen to Molly when I call.
That would be fun.
The next chant is a little more complicated in terms of syllables, but there's lots of vowels here. So I'll speak it first. Lokah, Samasta, Sukhino, Bhavantu. It means may all beings be free of suffering, or may all beings be happy and free. So again, another way we can bring kind of an internal sense of alignment, of prayer, of activism, and bring that into our actions and life, right? So I'll start by speaking it. Lokah,
Lokah.
Samasta,
Samasta.
Sukhino,
Sukhino.
Bhavantu.
Bhavantu.
And then together, Lokah, Samasta, Sukhino, Bhavantu.
Lokah samasta sukhino bhavantu.
And then we'll sing it one word at a time. So take a breath, nice and easy. Bring that sense of peace. Lokah,
Lokah
Samasta,
samasta
Sukhino,
sukhino
Bhavantu.
bhavantu.
And then we'll go through the whole thing. You can look at the words if that helps. Lokah samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Lokah samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Just take a moment to observe the impact of your own vocalization on your body. Notice any release, even the little bit of release that might have come from the massage and the speaking and the vocalizing. And I do want to say before we move on and start to wrap up that, I've found sometimes people, even if you're alone, it's like, I can't quite do, maybe the singing part feels a little awkward or difficult. So I'd encourage you to just keep playing with that speaking and the Julia Child's voice, or whatever, resonates for you, and finding the melody in your voice, and then transitioning that into some of the singing. Molly has another little thing she offers, like, just pretend you're an opera singer and sing it and see what comes out. Because that's what opera singers do. They pretend they're opera singers, and then there you go. And then there it is. So I want to thank you all for being here. I want to encourage you to keep practicing using your voice, knowing that your voice is important. Just like Molly said earlier, we all have our own instrument. We're all unique. We all have something I really believe to bring to this collective and to a positive, healthy evolution of this world, really increasingly interconnected world. So I encourage you to keep practicing. We've got some things coming up. We'll send out the recording for this. I also have 2 more webinars happening this month, recognizing and responding to trauma in yourself and others. That's with Carrie Jacobs, who's also a mindfulness teacher, and then transcending collective trauma with dignity and care. Christine Forner will join me for that one. She's also a beautiful unicorn like Molly. So also coming up, there's a Y4T Yoga for Trauma 8-week online training program that starts July 6th. So if you're interested in that, there's information and the application at howwecanheal.com/Y4T. Molly also has a website. You can go see her and learn more about her there, mollymarymahoney.com. And you can contact Molly through her website. Now, you've got a couple openings coming up for individual students. Is that true?
I do. So please contact me, even if you're uncertain, if you just have some questions, and we can see if you might be a good fit.
So there that is, and we'll link that in the follow-up email. Oh, this is out of order. No, it's not. Haha, ventral vagal response. Immobilization without fear. It's just snuggling. You know, I've also sometimes shared at the end like a picture. There's like a kitten snuggling a stuffed animal. I know some of you are kind of isolating alone. You're feeling isolated if you're just sheltering in place by yourself. So snuggle up, look at these pictures, snuggle with a stuffed animal or anything that makes you feel this ventral vagal response, including phone calls, including, I know Zoom gets old, but including just listening and seeing each other's faces on Zoom, all of that has value. So I want to thank you, Molly, for joining us here and for bringing your gorgeous voice and beautiful self. Yes. Thank you so much. And if you guys have questions, please feel free to follow up with either of us individually. And we're just sending you tons of love as you continue your important work in the world. So thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.
Namaste.
Namaste.